Okay, I finally have a finished product to show. The glass came in, it looks really good. 1/2 inch, 2 brackets, one low and one high. That's the way they run them. They had plenty of meat. They ran big, heavy stainless screws in the brackets, so the door opens and closes really nice and quiet. Really high quality work. These guys are from independent glass. They do a good job. And we ran that all the way up to about 7 feet, which the ceiling I think height is from the floor here in a bathroom field tile is about 8'2". The shower head I think is around 6'8", which is good. Sometimes I like to run them higher, all depending on who the house is for. This is my house, so it's my little guest house, so I ran them from the floor to the very tip there is about 6'8", right underneath the shower head, which is good. I like the accent tile that I decided to go with. It turned out really nice. The 2x4s framed out with those nice cherry pieces. Those are travertine. I continued the 2x4s all the way and created this nice little splash over the sink, which turned out pretty cool. Looks good. I like the way that looks. That vanity's from IKEA. Couple $100, not that expensive. Floating off the wall, got about a foot of space underneath it, so you could easily do, a basket of towels underneath there if you wanted to. Trying to save a lot of space. I mean, this is only 6 or 5.5 by 9, so it's a small bath. The vanity and that vanity light are off the same switch, so you walk in, you get instant lighting there. And then this light unit here, along with this fan, are switched together. So when you pop it on, they both go on together, which is nice. And the reason why I did that is because you always got to have good ventilation in a small bathroom like this, especially. There's plenty of ventilation for the window, but in the winter when it's cold, a lot of people steam it up in here. You gotta get that all ventilated out. Inside, we have this great niche that I made. Typically, I don't go that skinny. It's only about 7 inches width, but it turned out looking really good. I think I just had to do that because of the way the studs were on this. This was a remodel, so I didn't bother. I just put in the studs that I needed for the mount. So I like the way it looks though, because it's I think a total of 45 inches. And then you end up with 3 shelves counting the bottom slope. And then I've obviously followed the grout joints with those 3/8 glass, which are set in with the 1/2 inch angle. You can see it, 1/2 inch metal aluminum angle. I drilled 2 holes and then used some stainless screws into the grout joint and then squirted silicone inside those holes before I put the screws in, and then I just did a bead of silicone, on each joint, filled that up. So they kind of look like they're floating. They're not going anywhere. Nice and solid, safe. But those will provide perfect amount of space for a typical shower setup, bottles of shampoo and whatnot. You got a high space inside here, which is nice. I just like the way everything looks. So all the materials, I've got 5 separate materials in here. If you count the 2x4 marble, the travertine chair rail, the porcelain, that's 3, porcelain field tile, and then the flooring, the 2x2, and then the travertine cap that I made the whole curb out of. If you recall, the curb was made out of a couple pieces of 24-inch travertine, and then I, instead of using bullnose, I just honed the edges here. It turned out nice and smooth. Turned out really nice. Polishing those up, they really look good. And those stones matched the floor really good. You can match up a lot of stuff with earth tones. A lot of people are going pure whites now, and that's a really good look too, real modern. I kind of wanted to keep it earth tone in here. I just like the look. I think it turned out really well. I think really good. I think this bathroom's gonna last a long time. And we will work on many more projects probably. I hope your project is a good one. And we'll catch you on the next one. This one's a wrap. And I'm glad it's done. My God, it took me forever. All right. Hope you enjoyed. Smash that thumbs up. Hope your project, your next project's a good one. I know mine will be too.